It's the 20th of May, and this upload is with regard to the spiritual violence that I've been experiencing since I became a married mother. Um, this is really embarrassing to be broadcasting, but it's for the attention of spiritually minded individuals that might want to be aware of parasites in society that aren't of good spiritual practice. As I mentioned in my upload last night, from where I am at the moment, there have been culprits of offences against my son and I that have been using bodily particles for their practices. Now, the very issue of being exposed as a recovery advocate and having the experience of privacy violations, and the issue of the honourable government being aware of the offences of treason that I've been experiencing since becoming a married mother and not having my right to protection and privacy being safeguarded, it's a bit of a concern. It's a bit of a huge concern, actually. So at the moment, I'm recovering from bodily integrity damages and medical negligence. The spiritual violence has taken many shapes and forms, and they've not acknowledged or respected the laws that they are and were advised to respect with regard to matters pertaining to this entire experience. So there's been, as I mentioned in a previous upload, 3 or 4 attempts of very dangerous treason, one being most recent on my left rib. And as I mentioned in my upload last night, there's also the issue of environmental damages within my current abode that are not respecting regulations. And the point I'm going to bring to spiritually minded human beings in this upload is the practice of individuals that are using and combining and lowering spiritual practices to the really most dreadful form of practice I could ever have thought imaginable. So these people that I'm fully aware of and that have been brought to the attention of authorities have caused very serious damage to women and children's rights, namely my child and I. And the issue of them still being in society, still being in my proximity, and still practicing and disrespecting the great laws that all spiritually evolved, intelligent human beings acknowledge, adhere to, and respect. Those laws that they have intentionally defied, and as repeat offenders, combining anything from me and my body with anything of them is a very dangerous offence and very disrespectful to spiritual practices or faith or religion. As a peaceful, law-abiding citizen that's experiencing every right in the Declaration of Human Rights being violated, and as a humanitarian and as a recovery advocate that respects other people's privacy, I respect other people's anonymity, and I respect other people's progress and practices. But these individuals that I'm fully aware of, that I have not consented to for them to alter, access, edit, attain, or acquire, or utilize anything from my spiritual progress, which commenced many years ago. I was reading the Dalai Lama when I was a teenager. I was reading Khalil Gibran when I was only a teenager. And there have been these individuals that have controversialized and that have exposed and defied human rights, the constitution of the country, with spurious, superficial, idiotic, and dangerous, outrageous, unsubstantiated claims and comments and insinuations. So this is for the attention of spiritually evolved human beings. Those individuals that are violating my human rights, that are treasonous, and that are lowering spiritual practices to filth with what I have just experienced in the past 10 minutes, eating my lovely fresh almonds. I've just been put off my almonds. That's how disgusting a situation I'm tolerating. And I'm recovering from medical negligence and medical misconduct and very serious bodily integrity damages. And I am experiencing injustice, discrimination and inequality, and the Honourable Government still hasn't addressed problems since 2016. So I'd appreciate if the Honourable Government would respect my royal patronage and privacy and my good name of Fernandez. And my child is still a missing person in an unlawful care order, and he has experienced violations of faith as well as a consequence of these people in society. So those people that are responsible for these problems, I sincerely hope spiritually evolved people, human beings, individual citizens, etc., are wise to the bad practices at play and the offences that I'm experiencing that are so repulsive. It's outrageous. So that's just my brief upload for the moment. There's awful, filthy circumstances occurring, and I really am disappointed that the Honourable Government has not addressed my problems caused by these people dirtying society and dirtying my good name and my clean track record.